Okay, let's have another go at a complete the square question. In this scenario, I've got v's on the left side of my equation as well as on the right side. Alright, so that's the first thing we're going to fix up. I'm going to move this over so that all the v's are on the same side. Remember, when a positive 10v is on the right, it becomes negative on the left. And I've set it up so that my highest power comes first, lower power of v followed by my constant. Okay? Now, the next thing we need to deal with is this leading coefficient. The leading coefficient when we complete the square should always be the number 1, and in this case it's a number other than 1. So I could get rid of this 5 by dividing the left side by 5, and then I would have to divide the right hand side by 5. Okay. 5 divided by 5 makes the 1. Negative 10 divided by 5 is negative 2v. And then negative 21 on 5, I cannot simplify, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And on the right hand side, I've got a 0 divided by 5, which is still 0, so that works out really nicely. And then as the process for completing the square goes, we're going to move the constant over to the other side. And then remember to take half of this expression, and we're going to square it, place it over here. So v squared, take away 2v. Half of negative 2 is negative 1, but negative 1 squared is a positive 1. And if I add 1 to the left side of the equation, I have to add 1 to the right side of the equation. So I'm going to plus 1 to the right side, but I'm going to plus it like this. 5 on 5 is the same as 1, and I'm setting myself up for my next step. Okay, this part always turns out to be a perfect square. So we get v take away 1, v take away 1 is equal to 26 on 5. All right, and now I can simplify v take away 1 times v take away 1 as v take away 1 squared. Okay. Now remember, we're still trying to solve for v, so what I need to do now is square root both sides, and we get v take away 1 is equal to the square root of 26 on 5, and remember there's always 2 answers whenever we square root. And so we're left with moving the negative 1 over to this side, and so I could say this is 1 plus or minus the square root of 26 on 5. Now, we can't simplify the square root of 26 on 5, so we will just leave it like that. This comes out to be a decimal answer, which is where completing the square really comes in handy. And that's it.